is Meg Monday, and I know I'm a little late, and I have really good reason to, and that is one of the reasons I'm late is kind of why I want to talk about sourdough bread today. I know it's kind of crazy. So, today, my 19-year-old son, we're doing allergy shots because he has really bad allergies. He has really bad asthma, and he's had a lot of health issues going on. So we're trying to help him, at least with allergy part. And so we've been in the doctors for the past, well, 4-5 hours, and that was so fun. But the reason why I'm talking about sourdough bread is because as we've been on this health journey with him, sourdough has come up several times, and it's supposed to be good for your gut health and have all these different good things about it. So I really wanted to come on here and kind of tell you what I have found as we've gone on this journey, because I've always heard, even through the health program that I coach, that sourdough bread, once you have reached a healthy weight and are living a healthy lifestyle, that is the bread of choice. And so since we had to put my 19-year-old on an elimination diet, which is a whole nother video at some point in time, what we found was he has a really bad gluten intolerance. And we know that because how it makes him feel, what happens with stomach issues and all the things. And I have to tell you, it's been really interesting because I did the elimination diet with him as well, and gluten is on my list of it does not make me feel good at all. So I've kind of been going down this rabbit hole trying to figure out what to do, what's happening and why. And so first and foremost, sourdough bread is not gluten-free. And the difference, the reason why some gluten sensitive people can eat it is because a normal bread has around 125,000 to 200,000 parts per million of gluten in it. Sourdough bread has usually around 200. So it's a huge difference, which is why some people who have that sensitivity can still eat it and not suffer. Now, I will say that the research says if you have celiacs, you should not even eat a sourdough bread that is not truly gluten-free. However, one of the things that I did was, first of all, I went to a farmer's market and bought a starter, and I was scared of it. I stuck it in my fridge, didn't know what to do with it, and so then I threw it away. Yes, I'm a terrible person. That's horrible. So that was several months ago. Well, then a few months ago, I got invited to a sourdough making class, and I thought, oh, yes, I need to know something. So I went to this class, and they were gracious enough to give me a normal sourdough starter, which is called a mother, by the way, which I think is super fancy. And you are supposed to name your mother, which I named it after my dear, dear friend's mom who passed away a few years ago. And so I did a gluten-free and then a regular one. So I have both. And it's interesting because one of the things I also wanted to know is why on, my health program do they say that it's a healthy bread to have once you're at a healthy weight? Well, I did some research and I found out that what happens is because of the fermentation process, it has a higher resistant starch in it, which therefore means that the blood sugar doesn't spike as high because it takes longer for our bodies to process it. So it is way, way better for you when it comes to your blood sugar. And second of all, or third of all, or fifth of all, whichever number I'm on, it actually has way more nutrients. It has protein, it has fiber, it has tons of minerals and vitamins as well. And it's interesting because I was like, score, we've got a bread. Okay, and what's funny is my 19-year-old, he has eaten both my gluten-free and my regular sourdough bread, and he's been fine. And we've both been fine. It's been great. And so we're like, sourdough it is. However, I want to make sure that you hear this, because not all sourdough is equal. And I know this for a fact because we were on spring break and we had gone to this amazing little pizza place that we knew had sourdough crust, and we were so excited. And interestingly, they had not only sourdough crust, but they also had gluten-free crust. But since, we are now experts in sourdough, whoop, whoop, yeah, not. I was like, oh my gosh, let's get the sourdough. That's fantastic. And it was delicious and it was yummy. And then he and I both suffered greatly for the next 12 to 24 hours. It totally sucked. So, and I'd heard that before, like not all of them are created equal, but I was like, man, I was hoping, but this one just didn't do it. So the bottom line is sourdough is a great, great bread option, especially for those of us who took out bread for years because, oh my gosh, don't eat bread and pasta and all the things because of health reasons. However, if you're going to do a sourdough bread, A, either do it yourself, or B, know exactly what is going in it and how they make it. Because if they happen to put a certain kind of yeast in it, it's going to be higher gluten and it doesn't ferment exactly the same way. I know, it's kind of crazy. But really that fermentation process is huge because that is also what makes it really good for our gut, because it has those bacteria that the gut needs. And I know you guys have heard me talk about it before, but the gut not only has so much to do with our health and better health, but it has a lot to do with our mental health. And so it's critical that we're doing things that are really good for it. And a really good homemade sourdough bread ain't half bad. So I kind of just wanted to give you guys the deets on that, and also kind of what I had found, especially with the restaurant where we were thinking we're doing something good, but clearly it was not a win for the Hayes family. But you know what? You win some, you lose some, and you really aren't losing because you're always learning. So hope that was helpful, and I hope you guys had a wonderful Easter weekend. And it just filled my heart with just such joy that I got to spend it with my family and celebrating our Savior Jesus Christ. So I hope you guys had an amazing one as well, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. We will talk to you soon, and go get a sourdough starter. It's so much fun, they said. It's a lot of work, but it is kind of fun. So anyway, have a good one. Bye.